coming right up. Greetings. Do you need...
There's something else I need.
God be with you, neighbour.
And it was the herds boy who saw it by the cross, or someone else?
The apothecary's wife, Gerda. Ask her yourself. She's not been herself ever since, poor woman.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand?
Which king would that be?
How do I get to the hermit?
You're asking for trouble, lad. But all right, if you insist, you go through Apollonia, along the path, below the rocks, till you reach the point where it crosses the stream. And from there, you take the path uphill to the left, leading into the rocks.
My God, what's taking so long?
Where can I find the herds boy?
Stanislav has a sheep pen in the meadow beyond the Troskovitz graveyard, right above the big crossroads outside Apollonia.
Where did these peculiar monks come from?
Hard to say, but they rode in on well-fed horses.
Monks on horseback? That's definitely odd.
Well, Bashka the butcher says they came from the bishop about that diabolical apparition. In short, the Inquisition.
It's like I'm invisible or something.
Don't go to them rocks. There's these peculiar things going on there.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
Aye, come here. Aye, come here.
Lord be with you.
I'd like to ask you about something.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Go away, please.
Wait, Gerda. I didn't come to mock you. On the contrary, I want to help you.
Really?
I believe you really did see something. But I want to know what it really was.
So, what do you want me to tell you?
What's this place where you saw the apparition?
It's a conciliatory cross, erected in the memory of some innocent's death. They say some years ago, a young fellow killed himself on account of an unhappy love affair. He jumped from a cliff.
And the day after you saw the apparition, the cross was at an angle.
Aye, all askew. Everyone here saw it. I didn't go back. I can't.
Relax, Gerda. Have a think, and then tell me what happened with the apparition.
It was the day before yesterday. I was picking marshmallow roots above the rocks. It grows by the cross there, near the big dry tree not far from the road to Tachov. I didn't get home till after dark when I suddenly realized I didn't have my knife.
So you went back to the cross?
God have mercy. He hopped up right out of the ground in front of me. He was all in black and he was grinding his teeth. I started to scream. There was something glinting in the dark and this clanking sound, and I just turned and scarpered.
That's all?
At one point I turned around and I saw a dark shadow darting across the field. Proper flying along it was, like the devil, and heading straight to Apollonia.
Don't worry, Gerda. Nobody's gonna make fun of you anymore. I'll find out what it was all about and what you really saw there.
What do you think happened?
I don't know yet, but you needn't fear. Everything will get cleared up soon.
Thank you. By all the saints, thank you. But please, come and tell me how it turned out. I'll make it worth your while.
Gerda really did see something. That cross hides a secret.
You silly doggy.
What have you found, boy?
The conciliatory cross. A memorial to the unfortunate death of that young man. But I'm more interested in what secrets it conceals now. Fresh soil. Someone was digging here recently. It doesn't look like an apparition, Gerda. He didn't take either the coin or the books. So it wasn't a thief. It must be something else he was after. Heal!
You
Oh,
mutt.
come here, boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Greetings to you.
I was told Stanislav the herdsboy saw the devil in the rocks.
God in heaven save us. It happened a few days ago. He saw him with his own 2 eyes.
What happened at the conciliatory cross?
Hard to say. It was turned around. But what Gerda from the apothecary saw there, he'll have to ask her.
What happened to Ambrose the hermit?
He's at death's door with some ailment. And there's a peculiar talk about him. They say he made a pact with hell.
I hear Ambrose the hermit has some old sword.
Aye, a broken one. He used to have it hanging on the wall of his hut, but that was long ago. See you soon, my friend.
Innkeeper,
What a day that
what's
was.
taking so long?
Good day to you.
Greetings to you, friend. Service is kind of slow today.
God bless you.
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
To your
Bring
help,
to
my
that.
friend.
Good day to you.
And with you. Hey! Where's that beer? God be with you.
God be with you.
How's
I
it
heard
going?
they're going to
My wife
cut down
and I
the
have
old
A jug of wine,
Loads of it.
thanks. What? That's what you said last week. God be with you, my friend.
It's good for you.
God be with you.
Pickled cabbage drives out the black
You only
bile
get shade
and puts your
far
fluids in
wide.
balance.
That's just it.
fluids?
Some noble
Saturn
was
and
resting
Jupiter
under it.
are in a
Not
bad
for shade,
constellation.
but because it was pissing
That
down.
churns up the
All
black
the more
bile
reason to
and
leave
makes
it
you
be.
ill.
You
Aye,
idiot.
but the weather
You've
had
been
been
hanging
stormy
around
for
with
a
Miller
few days.
Crazel again,
So
haven't you?
one of the
And what
branches
if I have?
snapped and fell off.
He may be a bit
Nothing
odd,
happened
but
to the
everything he
noble,
says
but
is
it
true.
broke his horse's
The other day,
back.
he
And
told
that
me
pissed
to
him
give
off and
a
he
cow's
wants his
dark ale
revenge.
to drink.
He complained to the
What?
bailiff,
You didn't
saying the
actually
oak's
do it,
dangerous
did you?
and has to
That's
go.
all you like. But if I
So,
told you,
I went to
that
see
nothing
my
nice
brother,
left you
and
as much
to talk
milk
about the
worry.
inheritance.
When's the
But
last
they'll
time you
all
saw
be
the
father's
bailiff get
still
anything
alive,
done on
isn't
time?
he?
Aye,
Aye,
he's still
aye.
here.
Drills all over the
Take my
place.
advice.
He gets this
Go and
feeling that
pickle
his
some
time's
cabbage,
nearly
friend.
up.
Does he get it often?
Nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't go and see him.
Aye. Once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
Have you heard? Roman's body was found buried in the woods. I heard. Murdered it was.
How are things at home?
thing
Calm
about-
down a bit?
What?
Aye,
was
the
eaten by
celebration
pigs,
is over and
ripped to
done with.
pieces.
Everything's going well.
Holy shit.
I'm in fine
Hey,
fettle.
do you
It's
reckon
almost
it
odd
would be
how
a
well
sin
things
to
are going.
eat them
Oh,
pigs?
please.
When they got
Enjoy
inside
the
them
peace and quiet
human
while it
flesh.
lasts.
See, that's what bothers me.
Perish the
But
thought.
it ain't like this
I
all
tell
the
you,
time.
I won't
Sure
be
ain't
eating
easy
no
to
pork for a
please.
while.
Aye, I get a bad feeling when nothing's going wrong. Don't all learn
I bought a
positions
lovely
for the
bowl the other
I
day.
believe
Great
it's
price.
called pork.
Goods are both to you, for God's sake.
If you've
To
done
success!
What a waste of money.
You're
Did
my
you hear
doggy,
that the
eh?
king himself announced that everyone should have a good
You
bow on
silly
hand?
mutt.
Which king would that be?
happy to help.
I don't know exactly. When the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they? You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow. By any chance? Aye.
What are you whistling for?
You heard?
Roman's body was found buried in the woods.
You almost ran me over.
Whoa! I hear you saw some diabolical apparition. Is that true?
Was it the bailiff who sent you? Or old Croper?
No. I want to go to Apollonia to see Ambrose, the hermit. I've heard talk he's somehow linked to that apparition. So I need to know what you saw that night.
Why'd you want to know? Forget that shit, pal. It reeks of fire and brimstone.
I know how to deal with evil spirits. I know a spell. Want to learn it?
Of course!
Say after me. Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana. Remember that. You just have to say it, and you'll drive away the devil.
My God, what a spell! It's clear you know your stuff. What did you want to know?
What exactly did you see that night at the crossroads?
A diabolical apparition. A black rider on a black horse flew into Apollonia. His eyes glowed, and his horse was black as charcoal. He turned this way and that a couple of times at the crossroads, and then darted off into the rocks. To the hermit's place, I'm sure.
He turned this way and that? That's strange. Would the devil not know the way?
I'm telling the truth. Gerda from the apothecary saw him too.
But the hermit helps people though, doesn't he?
Aye, he did. Only now they're saying he was at death's door and sold his soul to the devil. And that was the horseman.
Why? Why would the old man have sold his soul to the devil and then kept living as a pauper in his hut?
Who knows what's going on in them rocks? Some devilish trickery for sure. See you soon, my friend.
That herdsboy really did see something. And the trail leads into the rocks. Whoa! Come here.
Everything all right, eh? This is the
Place the innkeeper was talking about. The hermit lives somewhere up here. Whoa! 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 Aye, come here. Search. Aye, come here.
What do you think?
God be with you, hermit.
I don't have time for you. Go away.
Folk in the village are saying you've made a miraculous recovery. And since then, you won't let anyone near you. What happened?
Nothing happened. I just can't stand all these people coming here and disturbing me. Can't I have a moment's peace?
Judging by what I've heard about you, you're a bit fishy, hermit.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of talk about you in the village. They say you've made a pact with the devil, and are summoning demons from hell.
Old wives' tales. What do I care about such nonsense?
Well, but supposing it isn't nonsense?
Of course it is.
I found some pretty interesting documents of the Order.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I reckon you do, Ambrose. According to one of the documents, you were appointed Seneschal of the Knights of the Cross with the Red Star. Or are you going to tell me it was some other Ambrose?
I'm not going to tell you anything. I don't know anything about any documents.
The apparition was seen by the conciliatory cross at night.
Old wives' tales.
I went to take a look, and it really is askew. But it wasn't magic that Hellspawn was wielding. It was a shovel. There was a hiding place beneath the cross. And the man digging there at night didn't have time to put the cross back in the right position.
By all the saints! So someone was digging there. What has that to do with me?
There was a brand new cloak of the Knights of the Cross in the hiding place. It's clear that the man doing the digging hid it there, maybe to cover up who he really is, and what he's planning.
I still don't know what you want from me. What have I got to do with some cloak?
That's enough. I think there are enough fishy things going on around you for me to tell the bailiff, but you're in luck. All I'm after is that broken sword. So, come clean.
You're wide of the mark. But in the end, maybe you could help me.
What do you want help with, Ambrose?
I'm not Ambrose. He died some time ago. I am Conrad, Knight of the Cross with the Red Star.
What are you doing in the Hermit's hut, then?
In Prague, I got into a serious dispute. Ambrose was the only person who could help me. That's why I came to see him.
I'm guessing that the diabolical horseman scaring people round these parts was you.
That was not my intention, believe me.
Ambrose is dead, you say? How did it happen?
He was an old man. Unfortunately, he was already at death's door when I found him.
And you had nothing to do with his death?
Of course not! Ambrose was my friend. I'd known him for 20 years. He was a good member of the Order, and an outstanding teacher.
You scared the life out of Gerda from Troskovitz that night. What were you doing there?
Ambrose had a hiding place beneath the cross where he kept things from his past.
I found some documents there from the Knights of the Cross. But Ambrose clearly wasn't interested in them. So what did he send you to get?
He sensed that death was coming for him. He wanted me to help settle his affairs. And he also longed to hold his old sword in his hands one last time. I went to his hiding place that very night. But by the time I got back, Ambrose was dead. I put the blade on his grave, in place of a cross.
Ambrose was a member of your order.
More than a member. He was the seneschal, second in rank only to the Grand Master. He served the order for many years before getting into a dispute with the Prague chapter and the Inquisition. Then he had to disappear. I was the only one to know where to look for him. But I came too late. All he managed to tell me was his last wish.
So the sword is on Ambrose's grave. Will you tell me where I can find it?
You want to disturb his rest?
I just want the sword, that's all. It's no use to him now.
All right. I'll tell you where his grave is if you fulfill Ambrose's last wish instead of me. I can't do it.
All right. What am I supposed to do?
Listen carefully, then. There's an old widow called Margaret living in the village. Take this cross to her, and say to her exactly these words. Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
That's right.
I hope she'll know what this is about.
Don't worry, she will. Give her the cross, and I'll tell you where you can find the sword. Benedictio Domini sit tecum.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Horse? What's it doing here in the woods? I should take a closer look.
Good dog, Mutt. Show me.
beautiful horse. Black as charcoal. The herds boy wasn't lying. And you don't smell of brimstone. You're just an ordinary horse. Someone really did come to see the hermit. But it wasn't the devil.
What? If you want to be outside after sunset, you need a lit torch. That's the law. And lo, there was light. And he saw that it was good. Now move along. Stop fooling around. What kind of idea is that, to go strolling about after sundown?
What are you doing? Prowling about here? What are you doing? Greetings. See you later, my friend.
Not your day, eh? What did he do?
Nothing.
Really?
Were you expecting a different answer?
Good to see you.
Greetings. Aye, aye. You silly doggy. You silly mutt. Aye, come here.
God be with.
This might seem strange, but I'm supposed to give you this.
A cross? Mother of God. What is the meaning of this?
Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what he deserves.
Ambrose? The hermit?
It was his wish that I give you the cross and the message. He said you'd know what it's about.
Oh my God! By all that's holy, it couldn't possibly be him. All those years, I'd lost hope. I never forgave myself. I committed a mortal sin.
Well, I don't know what you did. But this is supposed to be your absolution.
No, there's no absolution. Not yet. You said it yourself. Not until Ambrose's brother gets what he deserves. The bones. They still lie there outside the wall. Help me. His soul must find peace.
All right. I'll help you. But you'll have to tell me more.
Thank you, lad, thank you. But not here. We must go to the graveyard. That's where my curse lies.
Let's go then. There's no time to waste.
Here it is.
What does the graveyard have to do with absolution?
Hold on. Not so fast. I'll tell you everything. First, tell me, are you afraid of the dead?
It's the living I'm more afraid of than the dead.
One should fear the dead. But in the end, it's probably a good thing that you have no fear. You see, one poor soul is waiting for redemption. For years and years.
Ah, I get it now. Ambrose's brother has to get what he deserves. This is about the soul of Ambrose's brother.
His name was Jan. He lies outside the graveyard wall, buried without rites. He's been there for 30 years.
Why doesn't he have a proper grave?
Because suicides can't enter the kingdom of heaven. They have to be buried outside the walls, like the unclean. The worst thing about it is that Jan didn't kill himself. He didn't deserve such a dishonourable burial, and it's my fault. I said nothing.
What happened to him?
The memories are painful. We were childhood friends, and Jan loved me. Only, I chose his friend Vashek over him. He couldn't get over the rejection, so he lay in wait for Vashek one evening.
And Vashek killed him?
It was an accident. They quarrelled. Jan drew his sword first, and Vashek had to defend himself. Apparently, they got close to the cliff edge while they were fighting, and Jan fell. When they found his body at the bottom of the cliff, people thought he'd killed himself. The only one who didn't believe it was Jan's brother.
Ah, the conciliatory cross where they saw the apparition. That's to commemorate Jan.
His brother Ambrose had it built there. And those diabolical apparitions. It's my fault for saying nothing. God is punishing me for my sins.
Nonsense. God wouldn't use a diabolical apparition to scare you, would he? And what's more, Ambrose forgave you, didn't he?
Only on the condition that Jan's bones will be laid to rest in consecrated ground. Help me lay him to rest in a proper grave, please.
But without telling the priest and gravedigger. Isn't that sacrilege?
That's the only way we can put right a terrible mistake. Jan didn't kill himself.
All right. We'll give him a proper burial. Jan's soul has the right to eternal rest.
Thank you. The Lord will pay you back 100-fold. There's a rose bush outside the graveyard wall. You'll find his bones beneath it. Please bury him beside my Vashek. Here, beneath the pine tree. In that way they'll be reconciled, at least in death. Then place Ambrose's cross on his grave to bless their reconciliation.
Good dog, Mutz. Show me.
Free!
Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women.
Your journey ends here, Jan. I don't know what you have on your conscience. But rest in peace. I don't know much about prayer in these situations, but... Our Father, there are many sinners in this world, but in the end, we all face your judgment for what we should have done, but lacked the courage to do. So forgive me this little sacrilege. You know better than anyone that it was the right thing to do. Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven, and deliver us from evil. Amen. Ambrose's brother Jan got what he deserved. Just as the hermit wanted.
I saw that. May his soul find peace at last.
And yours too, Margaret.
30 years. I thought about it every day.
It's all right now. You did the right thing. Everything else is beyond the law of man.
I'd like to reward you somehow.
I expect you wouldn't want anyone to hear about all this, right?
Well, if you... Will you keep it to yourself?
All right. I'll accept the coin, and that'll be the end of it.
Thank you again for your help. God be with you, Henry. It was good to see you, Henry.
Aye, aye, you silly doggy. Good.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Sick! Die!
Come here, boy. You silly nuts. Dead man. Show your stuff.
No chance. Sick!
Your turn yet. You haven't a chance!
No, you don't. A bandage! Quick! I hope that's enough. Damn it! What was that all about? I think I owe you an explanation. Yeah, you're right. Let's hear it then. And what is it you want to hear from me?
Why were they trying to kill you?
I had proof that our Grand Master's Denyak had betrayed the Order, was conspiring with the Praja. But it was turned against me. Damned Inquisition. First they chased out Ambrose, and now me.
Where can I find Ambrose's broken sword?
It's not far. At the edge of the meadow up there are 2 entangled birch trees. There's a grave beneath them. and the sword is on the grave.
That's all I need to know.
And that's an end to it. This is in return for your silence.
Thank you. I won't say a word. Don't worry.
Farewell, friend. Go with God. Benedictio Domini sit tecum.
Good boy. Good boy. Come here.
Oh, well. I can't believe this is just lying around.
You silly nuts.
Fine.
Where's the hermit's grave? It ought to be somewhere around here. Now that's what I call steel. It may be broken, but there's hardly a trace of rust. Quick! There now. I'm sorry. I'll go and have a bath right away.
Aye, almost done. God be with you. Good day. You have a kind master, eh, Doggy?
day to you.
Praise the Lord. Fine. That four-legged ogre gave me a fright.
I'd like to do...
Sure.
Do you accept?
Well, if you offer... Aye, you're... Thank you, Henry. And come again.
God bless.
You silly
How's it going?
mutt.
I wish you a pleasant day.
So I'm back, Master Blacksmith.
Excellent. How did it go with the hermit?
He's dead.
What? Did you...
No, not me. It just got a bit complicated. Anyway, it turns out old Ambrose really used to be a knight. And this really is Toledo steel. You were right, Blacksmith.
God's nails. That's quite something.
First class, welded steel. Ambrose must have broken the sword himself, deliberately. It wouldn't have just happened in battle.
That's exactly what we need. See now, youngster. My clever plan worked out nicely in the end.
Right. Well, thank you very much for your, clever plan.
You haven't disappointed me yet, lad. So I'm sure forging an exceptional sword won't be a problem for you either.
Wait, I thought you wanted to do it yourself. I'm just your assistant, after all.
Not at all. I trust you. One day you'll become a master. That is, unless you lose your head first. You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Kurva. Burning it.
Christ
Well,
almighty.
I've got half finished. She'll be done in no time. Now I just have to temper it.
God be with you.
Greetings.
It's like I'm invisible or something.
I've got something for you, blacksmith.
God's nails, you weren't bullshitting.
I'd say it looks pretty much like a sword, eh?
Looks like. This is a damned fine piece of steel. Damned fine.
Thanks. I was glad to help, but now there's something I need from you.
I'll pay you, of course. And if you want to do some smithing, I won't throw you out of my forge either.
No, you know full well what I need. I have to get to Samin's wedding.
Why is it so important for you? It'll just be a lot of people stuffing their faces. You can find that anywhere.
I have my reasons, and you don't need to know them.
God's nails, lad. You're full of mysteries. But whatever, that's your business. I don't mind taking you to the wedding. Nothing to it. We can set off once you're ready. I'm sorry.
Just let me know. I have some well-aged mutton and black sauce.
What was I thinking?
God bless you.
Oh, I suppose so. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Look what I have for you.